What's up guys, Sloan Climber here, about to run our 6 p.m. nogi class. We've been hammering nothing but half guard into these people's heads for the past 2 weeks, so we'll start with a couple details on that. Gonna get into some live situational sparring, and then some regular rounds of training. Stick around, check it out, let's get started. So, we'll go ahead and start in half guard, why not? Now guys, remember, it's super important that you glue your partner's shoulder to your chest. If there's any space at all between Ben's shoulder and my chest, this move's not gonna work. I can't do this sweep from down here, okay? He'll just pull his arm out. I have to get the blade of my wrist above his shoulder and tighten down on it, okay? And again, both elbows should be flaring, and I'm using my head to control his arm, okay? Now guys, in the event that your partner doesn't step up and he just stays on his knee, use this leg almost like it's like you're chopping down, okay? We're keeping his leg there. We don't have to do anything weird like weave our foot all the way to the inside or anything like that. Just chop down with your calf as we're elevating with this one, okay? That's how we're gonna bring him over. And again, if he steps out, that's when we go heel on the hip and we extend. And remember, we don't want to leave our foot on the inside for them to trap it. It's just another annoying layer that we don't want to have to deal with. So as soon as you land, we go foot out and then we collect the leg. Point your toes downward, the ballerina toes, collect your partner's legs. One more thing, the more you use this, this arm crush, you can get really crafty with it. Like once I hit the sweep, a lot of times I'll slide that knee right over the neck and start looking for this straight arm lock. That's something I've used for a handful of years now. I love that one. So play around with it if you want to. If not, that's cool. Let's get a few more reps in, guys. All right? On two, 1, 2. There, bite on it. See, I can see his shoulder right now. There we go. This is better. Look at that. You just kick flipped him like a skateboarder. What's up, Mike?
How far out? Like here, do I have to get up to my knee or can I just...
You don't, no, you don't have to. Honestly, I've shifted into it just from being on my side.
Okay.
It's just, I think that momentum helps people kind of swing into the position a little easier. So that's why I like going over it that way. But man, you can just be
so lanky, I can kind of squeeze in.
Sure, yeah. You can be right here in half guard and go up to the shoulder and just slide right up into it. You see what I'm saying? So that's one way too. Crush. Nice, good looking sweep. Now lean on that side, slide the knee right across his neck. You're just replacing your yep, keep going, just like that. Good. Now head to the mat and start creeping your left elbow, or I'm sorry, your left forearm up towards his elbow. And we're just crunching in on it. There it is. Yeah, I like that one. Again, sometimes it's necessary, and I think that this is a legitimate move that everybody should know from this position. So now we're gonna go ahead and there's a couple ways you can get into this. I can start like so and just take my foot out if Ben has the room. If I don't have the room, if he's like being kind of tight, I can just come out into dog fight and then bring my foot across. Kind of like we did with the triangle yesterday. But for now, I'll just go like this. I'm taking this foot out, okay? I hike up nice and high with this arm. I'm gonna post on this hand and I wanna roll until my shin goes on Ben's head, like so. Okay, now I just keep rolling through. If Ben doesn't protect his arm, I can finish this arm lock right away. But if he locks his hands together or grabs his thigh, I'm going to grab his shin, and I'm using my shin on the back of his head to help bring him over. And then I'm finishing the arm lock. Okay, so again, you want to get the foot out, bring it all the way to the outside of your partner's body. Post up on your hand, you're swinging this leg up, and look, this arm right here, it threads all the way through. I'm elbow pit to elbow pit right now. You guys see? I'm kind of at a bad angle. Not enough people are seeing this. So this is where we want to be, okay? Hugging nice and tight. I crunch my knee up and I drop my shin on the back of his head and I just roll to that hip, all right? Like I said, oftentimes you can get the finish right here if they don't protect it quick enough. If they do, grab their shin, take them over, throw your leg over the top, and then we finish. Bring that shin up high, you guys. We can't be lazy with this leg right here. Cool? Any questions? All right, guys, let's give it a try. On 2, 1, 2. You're gonna take your left hand and scoop the shoulder, Alex. Okay, now take your right foot and bring it to the outside of his knee. Your right foot, not your left foot. Your left foot stays right where it is for now. Okay, now you're gonna post up on your hand and you're gonna bring your knee of your left leg up on his body. But turn and get on top. So look, you're underneath. I want you to get all the way up, okay? So that this knee is like going across his body right now. Okay, we're almost there. Now switch elbow pit to elbow pit. Bring your shin across the back of his neck. Good, good. And now just very lightly drop this knee down towards the mat and roll towards this shoulder. There it is. Now, in some cases, we can finish it right there, okay? Or if he's defending, then you're gonna keep controlling, grab his shin, take him over, bring your left foot over the head. There it is, right there. Now finish. Look at that. Textbook. And I'll just use you real quick, Calvin. So I want to make this clear when we're hitting this. If he has a whizzer, you guys, and I start to come up on top, he has to take that arm out. Okay, if he doesn't, he's like Kimura-ing himself, okay? He'll take his arm out and make it straight. And the second that you see that arm rolling off your head, that's when we tighten up on it, okay? So there's this little moment where I shrug up and I tighten up on the arm. Elbow pit to elbow pit, okay? I suck this knee up. Look where my shin's at. I just roll. Cool? Give it a couple more reps, guys. On 2, 1, 2. There it is, Michelle, there it is. Look at that, that's perfect. I would grab the shin though. I want to use your flipper on the inside of the thigh. I think the shin's a way better lever in that situation. But other than that, it looked perfect. It was awesome. And make sure you throw your shin over his head once he comes over, okay? As soon as he rolls over. Nice, Jake. Beautiful. Everyone's looking really good with this armbar. I want you guys to continue drilling this for a couple more minutes, but I want to share a really simple armbar finish with you guys that I think is worth knowing. Go ahead and just lay on your back for me, Ben. So, say your partner gets a good defense, he gets the rear naked choke defense, or even if he's just locking his hands together, this works really well. Okay, so I typically will use my arm that is near the torso. I punch up deep, kind of like I have a Kimura grip right here, all right? Now, to finish this, I'm gonna just go thumbs up. So Ben could probably feel a difference right now. My blade of my forearm is rolling up into his. Do you feel that, Ben? Yep. So when my arm's flat like this isn't really that uncomfortable for him. But when I just roll this hand up, that changes everything, okay? And now I'm cupping right here. I want to get as low on his wrist as I can, all right? And instead of yanking back and trying to pull, I'm just crunching in. All right? Just tap when you feel it. You feel it? I don't want to break his arm. It feels like it's a lot of tension on the forearm right here, right on his forearm bones. I just roll this hand up so that my blade is on his blade, and I just crunch in. And so he'll either tap to this, okay, or in most cases, he's just gonna let go and give me the arm, okay? And whenever you see their hands start to slip, we switch over, always. I like grabbing the hand. I think that's a really good lever to have. And it just kind of kills their ability to use any kind of hitchhike or escape when I can control that. I go right back, make sure we're pinching the knees, bridging the hips. You guys know what to do there. But again, let's just try that. Everybody get in this position. You can use the figure 4 defense. And in nogi, I think that as far as just defending the armbar and riding it out, I think that this is the best configuration to use. I think this is way better than just locking your hands together. That's pretty easy to break. So he's got the figure 4, hand under my head. I go thumb up, and I just crunch in. Like I said, your partner will probably just like tap from the pressure of that. If not, you just get the armbar. Cool? Let's all try that out just a couple times, and then we're gonna get some live work in. All right, guys? On 2, 1, 2. I want her forearm right there to be digging in right there on the blade of mine. That's the idea. And then I'm trying to just like fold her arm, like basically get her hand as close to her shoulder as I can as I'm choking up on it. You see that?
Yeah.
I've seen people like use their leg for leverage.
Mm-hmm.
I feel whenever I do it, I lose control of
The
my
leg
body.
over the top?
Yeah.
So I learned this, what I'm showing you guys, from my dad actually, because I was showing him the leg over the top for the bicep slicer. And he was like, dude, you're making things way too difficult on yourself. He's like, just do it this way. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much easier. So yeah, it's funny. Uh-huh. Yep. All right, guys. Any questions? No? We're gonna go ahead and get into live drilling, all right? So go ahead and grab water, mouth guards if you need it, and meet me back in the middle. I got my tight waist underhook, I got my knee torque, and I'm on my elbow to start, okay? His goal is to pass, my goal is to sweep or submit. Cool? All right, grab a partner, let's get into position, guys. You always wanna be palm down with the top arm, always, always. Come on, man. We gotta figure this out, Alan. Okay. All right?
God damn it, Alan.
Yep. I'm always showing this guy stuff that he messes it up. You gotta stay on top of him. There we go, reset, guys. Hook that leg, Alan, hook the leg. Come on, what are we doing? There we go, there we go. That's how we do it. Beautiful, look at that, Alan. Now stay on top, Alan, stay on top. Don't let him roll back on top of you. Oh man, come on, Alan, come on.
Oh, look who sneaked in.
Surprise, mother.
Guys, we're gonna do a different position now. Ben, could I use you real quick? So, you guys, look, I recommend you use the rear naked choke grip. Don't just lock your hands together. I don't care which arm you control with, but we start with only one arm controlling, the other hand on the mat. Once the bell rings, do whatever you want to break the grip and finish the arm bar. We're not getting paid in here, so please respect your teammates. We're starting in a very vulnerable position. I don't want to see anyone get their elbows popped tonight, okay? Cool? Let's go, guys. Do one from the back, but we're gonna have it set up a little different, okay? So instead of just going seatbelt, I have my rock climber grip on Ben and I'm controlling his other arm, okay? Punching it all the way down. He can have his free hand on my wrist to start, that's totally fine. Try to finish the choke, you guys. You can finish it one arm if you want. You can take it out, punch the rear naked choke, go short choke, whatever. Our goal is to finish though, okay? His goal is to survive and potentially escape if you can. Cool? All right, guys, grab a partner, get into position. Mike, can I use you real quick? So go ahead and start standing. I have a body lock on my partner, gable grip, S grip, whatever you prefer. Guys, if you're on the back, your only goal is really just to control your partner. I don't need to see any suplexes or anything. If you want to keep your partner honest, you can give them a little pop to the hips, take their feet off the ground, just so he's paying attention to where his hips are at and he doesn't let me just lift him so easily. His goal is to escape. He just needs to get away from me any way he sees fit. Cool? All right, guys, grab a partner, get into position.
Come on, man. You're not tired.
I'm not. I'm just getting warmed up. This round I'm going to kill someone. Or get killed, either way.
Let's go, Calvin. Let's take a shot. Oh! Jimmy, don't accept that. Get up, Jimmy, get up. Kick that leg free, Jimmy. Turn into him, pull your arm free. It's tight waist, the right arm. Okay, yeah, we can do that too. Split those legs. Beautiful, look at that. Beautiful work, guys. Make him pay for this, Nate. Pressure passing all day. Posture, 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 Nate. Look up to the sky. Look at that. Perfect. Make him pay, Hunter. You gotta make him pay now. Show you a little trick I use when we got a couple extra minutes on the clock. You see that? Just pause the clock, no one even knows it. And then that's when you find out where the real, where people are starting to cower. They look up and they go, hey, the clock's not running, Sloan. I'm like, hey, you shouldn't even be looking at the clock right now, dude. You should be focused on your roll, all right? You just gave yourself away. Now we just gotta wait and see.
Who's gonna break first?
Who's gonna break? Man, doing a good job raising some real warriors here. No one said a word, not a peep. What's that?
No time limit deathmatch.
Yep. All right, fine, I'll restart it. Was hoping somebody would break. Guess they didn't. Everyone's being tough tonight. That's good. That's good. Yep. Building some serious mental fortitude in here. Pushing these people past their limits. Oh, I did that on purpose. You shouldn't have noticed, Riley. Why'd you even notice? He can't hear me right now. He's getting his head squeezed on. Time, let's go ahead and lighten it up, guys. Work tonight, guys. Hey, I have a question, and it's not a trick question. Who's tired right now? Who got themselves tired? Okay, so most of the class is tired. That's awesome. You guys, something I want you guys to think about when you're in here and you're training on the mats, and this is easier said than done, but changing your relationship with fatigue and that feeling, that burning feeling in your lungs when your muscles are starting to give out. At the end of the day, no matter how much conditioning you do in a match, you're still gonna feel that. It happens, it's inevitable, right? So instead of trying to run from it and conserve ourselves while we're on the mats and we're pushing ourselves, that's the time to get comfortable with that feeling. It should be a good thing that you feel that way, right? You feel that way because you're working hard, and working hard's a good thing, isn't it? That's how you get things done. That's how you win matches. So when you're in here and you're on the mats, it takes constant self-talk, right? When we feel that feeling of just like, you just want to collapse. Just push through it, okay? And go even harder. You'd be surprised how far your body will go before you actually pass out. Me and Mike, we do this like twice, 2-3 days a week. We come into J-Flow's classes, our private sessions that we do, and we just like go way past our limits. It's like every time, it's like at the end, we all just freaking fall over, don't we? It's brutal. But we all know how far we can really go because of that, So just something to think about while you guys are in here. I appreciate you all. There's a NAGA on the 28th of this month. Please sign up, you guys. The registration fees just go up the closer it gets. So go home tonight, sign up if you want to compete, and we'll get a good crew of us up there to win some gold medals, and we will be there to coach you guys, all right? Appreciate you guys. Shake my hand, shake your teammates' hands. Good work, guys. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome class.
Thank you.